Hey, Stephen, I've got two questions. The first one is there's a report that the league is considering a 7 to 14 day pause because of all the positive tests. Has that been something that Rafael or Tad has mentioned to you over the last day or so?
No, I read it just like everybody else has. I think it was on, I don't even know what outlet it was, just like as a possibility. So we haven't spoken about it as an organization yet, or at least it hasn't gotten to me.
And you faced LeBron in these back-to-back situations before. How different is he in just like deciphering what you want to do in game two as opposed to game one?
Um, yeah, he's better usually. He the familiarity that comes with um, playing a team and getting a feel for what you can and can't do. He's a savant when it comes to those situations. So yeah, he's better.
Mark Berman.
Stephen, do you have an update on Daniel?
Yeah, Daniel's out due to health and safety protocol.
𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗚𝗘𝗖𝗧.
Hey, coach, just going over the film, how would you say you guys responded to the Lakers defense last night overall?
Um, I thought we moved the ball pretty well. We got good quality shots. We didn't make very many of them, but they're such a long team. You have to move them and drive them and take the opportunities that are given quickly, because if you don't make quick decisions, they're going to close up pretty quickly. So our shot quality, looking at the numbers, looking at the film, was actually pretty good. Um, the problem was the turnovers, and that was a huge problem because it led to transition baskets for them. But as far as attacking their defense, we actually did a pretty good job.
Christos Saltis.
Hello, coach. I would like to ask you, how big is the motivation in the locker room about your players to bounce back on tomorrow's game? And also about you, how you worried about 21 last night's turnovers?
I would say the motivation is very high. We had a spirited practice today, short but spirited, and we watched film, and you guys are motivated. They saw the mistakes that they made, and we're ready for game two. You know, it's almost like a playoff series where you make the adjustments and hopefully that the turnovers that we made and the transition that we allowed will be kind of taken care of, or at least a lot less than it was last night. And we'll be ready to play.
Cody Davis.
Hey, coach. Through the first 8 games so far, how would you assess the defense? You guys are currently leading the league in blocks right now, so it shows that you guys are showing good effort on the defensive end. But sometimes it just seems like there might be a miscommunications with switching or something that might hurt you guys in the long run.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We have miscommunications. There are mistakes being made defensively. I think we're right around 18th or something in defense right now. We want to be better. We want to be a better defensive team. And, you know, sometimes it's easier to kind of get the offense going because there's plays and there's things that you can do that are a little bit more finite, where your defense at times can be a little bit more reactive. And since you're reacting to what the offense is doing, if you're a little late, a little off, a little less with your communication, then you're going to have mistakes like that. And you would hope that as the games go along and the time that we're together increases, then those mistakes will diminish. But it's up to me and my staff and the group as a whole to take what we learn on film, in walkthroughs, during games, and make those corrections.
Michael Shapiro.
Hey, Coach. James's scoring and usage has been, a bit muted over the past week or so. Do you have any real reason for this? Do you think it's simply settling into the offense? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it's kind of just settling into the offense and kind of learning how we're doing things. I'm sure his usage will go up as we go along, but seems like he's just kind of figuring things out right now. He's still, I mean, scoring has probably been down a little bit, but he's getting to the free throw line. He's making plays for others. His passing, and that's one of the things about James that I didn't really, know coming into this situation what a great passer he is. I mean, he makes every pass, whether it's the lob passes to 𝗖𝗎𝗪 or the corner passes to Tuck or the plays to Eric Gordon and knowing when Eric needs a shot. I mean, he's really just a smart basketball player, and I'm trusting that he's just figuring it out.
𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗚𝗡𝗖𝗓.
Hey, Steven, when rewatching the game last night, there were moments when John was initiating the initial action and James was adjacent to him on the wing or behind the arc towards the midcourt area. Are there advantages to James doing that for spacing purposes when creating 4-on-4 for his teammates? Where do you want him positioned off ball in those situations?
Yeah, that's a good question. And there's actually a line that we have on our practice court. And although we don't practice very much on our practice court, but there's a spacing line is like 4 feet behind the 3-point line. And that's where we want to be spaced to draw those defenders out and allow for driving gaps. And then you're able to step into your shot as the ball is coming to you. So we want him right around that area, about 4 feet, maybe 2 full steps behind the 3-point line to allow either action or decisions to be made by the defense. Are they going to kind of be sucked all the way in and allow for the catch and shoot, or are they going to be a little bit tighter to him, allowing for driving angles and gaps?
Is there something he can do in situations where the defense or his defender helps off of him completely and he's left alone?
Yeah, step into it and shoot it. If we can draw the second defender, otherwise, you can interchange, you can be a screener, that sort of thing, but that doesn't really fit into the way that we do things. We're trying to stay as spaced as possible. So it'd be up to whoever has the ball to draw that defender and allow James to get to his catch and shoot game.
Mark Berman.
Steven, are you beyond Daniel House? I need to ask you 2 questions. First of all, do you have any other players that'll be missing from tomorrow night's game beyond Daniel? The ones that we know about, it is.
We have Broderick Thomas is out.
Yep.
And I think that's it, right? Oh, John Wall, migraine. He's questionable. He wasn't at practice.
He did not practice today?
No.
Are you concerned beyond the norm with Daniel being out for health and safety protocols?
I don't know anything about I wish I knew like the protocols and.
No, I guess I meant was the fact he's out for health and safety protocols affecting other members of your team. Really what I was concerned about.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Thank you.
And last question, Brian Bearfield.
Coach, I really got 2 quick questions as well. At what point do you all start putting together the players to be sent to the G League? And have you got a chance to talk to DeMarcus Cousins today? And what was his attitude like at practice?
Cousins is always great. So we had a good moment last night. I was proud of him for sticking up for his teammate. And he was good today, just like everybody else. It was a good, as I said, the spirit was good in practice today. We watched film and did some things on the floor and got some shots up, and he was right there and good. As far as the G League is concerned, I know there's a date coming up. I believe it's like the 18th. You might have better information on that than I do, but yeah, those 2 guys, the 2 2A guys, are going down for that.